I don't know what I'm doing with my life. So we're just going to stop right there. You know, it's not going to be easy, the job that I have to, branch out into new things and cover things outside of boxing. But let me tell you, I could not stand this show, and I still can't stand it. And I got to be honest with you, I'm glad that it's gone. But I'm not here to talk about, what I feel about the show after I just watched the last episode from May the 8th, The Roughest Day, Season 5, Episode 18, probably the 10th episode I've been unfortunate to watch. But we're here to talk about the show getting canceled and talk about the math behind it. And likely the main reason why it was canceled because of this dude. Where is he at? This dude right here. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Uncut. And the show for me, they just went a little too overboard with the homosexual stuff, and it turned off a lot of heterosexual viewers.
The attacker masked, and he said, "This MAGA country punches me right in the face." So I punched his ass back. And then we started tussling. It was very icy, and we ended up tussling by the stairs. Fighting. There was a second person involved who was kicking me in my back. And
just listening to it, I get infuriated.
A false letter that relied on racial, homophobic, and political language. When that didn't work, Smollet paid $3,500 to stage this attack and drag Chicago's reputation through the mud in the process. And why? This stunt was orchestrated by Smollet because he was dissatisfied with his salary. So he concocted a story about being attacked. Now, our city has problems. We know that.
Now, from my understanding, because I did cover it from the beginning, a letter arrived January 22nd, 2019 at the Chicago studio of Smollett's employer that was addressed to Smollet that depicted a stick figure hanging from a tree with a gun pointing towards it. Remember, this is all him doing this shit. It read, "Smollet, Jussie, you will die," and "MAGA, make America great again," and contained white powder determined to be Tylenol. How was this? Okay, how was this show going to last? If you had cast members, his colleagues, no, I know him. He would never do no weirdo shit like that. This is some weird shit. Now, don't get me started on my issue with my baby mama and her weirdo shit. But for him to, for what? Money? And then not only did he, make black people look bad, right? Look what he did to gay people. And now a whole show. Now, don't get me wrong. The show, looking at the ratings, the first episode, the pilot, nearly 10 million viewers. And then it started increasing from there, a lot. From what I'm seeing, from episode 1, each episode increased in viewership all the way until the season finale. Who Am I? 17 million, almost 18 million viewers. Season 2 opens up with 16. But remember, you have to factor in a lot of people watch this stuff on DVR as well. So each year, DVR is getting on demand is getting more and more, use. So season 2 maintains, about 11 average of about 11 million viewers or so, 12 million viewers. But then you start seeing, I don't know what happened in season 3. Maybe this is what 50 Cent was talking about. And I've seen some of these episodes with a chick I was dealing with. And, to me, it was getting a little too gay. A little too gay? Is that a crime to say that? So to go on to this last season with the Jussie Smollett situation, by this time they're at about a good, what is this? From season 3 4 and 5, they seem to be this season here, just declining to where this season finale was the lowest season finale of them all in the season premiere. Looking at when this incident was supposed to have happened with Smollet, right? January the 22nd, when he got the letter. And looking through all that shit that they went through, they literally lost 1 million viewers. 1 million plus viewers. 1 million average since all that shit went down. Doesn't help matters that the charges were dropped against him for what? I don't know. Some type of privilege because, he has some connections to Michelle Obama. It's no reason why he should have got off. And I mean, it's just an ugly, ugly situation. And then the thing is, he still got people after him. It's not over for him. For one, where's he going to work? In fact, let's go check his IM. Let's see. Let's see if he got some work coming up. Like, how can you hire somebody like that, right, with all that shit going on with him? And also, he paid dudes to, he poured bleach on himself, a noose around his neck. He literally went the whole 9 yards. Yeah, he don't got no work. Fuck him. I don't ever want to see him on TV again. And it's a shame because the show was already having major issues anyway, from a rating standpoint. It's just from what I've seen, honestly, I got to be honest with you. And I know a lot of probably Empire fans are going to hate this. You're probably going to thumbs the video down. They got too gay. It's like, okay, I get it. LGBT empowerment and all that. But it's like, yo, you got to be, careful with that. It was almost like Lee Daniels was trying to force that shit, down your throat. No pun intended. And now, like they were saying,
we have problems that have affected people from all walks of life, and we know that. But to put the national spotlight on Chicago for something that is both egregious and untrue is simply shameful. I'm also...
He was doing interviews and, really out there selling the story like he was some badass that took on these big black Nigerians, and he fought back when he was trying to put the noose around his neck and threw bleach on, and they're walking around with bleach and they're throwing it on people. But yet they're putting nooses around your neck, but they're throwing the bleach at you. I hope he never get work again. Like, people like this, they make me sick. For attention?
Then it just stopped. And they ran off. And I saw where they ran. And the phone was in my pocket, but it had fallen out. And it was sitting there. And my manager was still on the phone. So
he cost people millions of dollars. He cost people their jobs. Now, I mean, we don't really know. Because apparently, from what I've read, he wasn't supposed to be on that next season. He just was signed up because they couldn't, fire him. But, we don't know if the show was going to get canceled or not. Looking at the numbers, it looked like it was on his way to getting canceled. But he just was that, that last straw on the camel's back with his bullshit. And plus, you've heard of it before, toxic work environment. That's him. Would you want to work around somebody like that with that shit going on and you probably was defending and now you're looking like an asshole? Nah, not me. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Uncut.